Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of the Bezier curve. It's a mathematical curve that's created using anchor points and handles in Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, and many other software packages out there. So I'll be creating a curve using the pen tool. We can either go over to the left-hand pane and select the pen tool. I can also use the hotkey. So as I hover over the pen tool, you can see that P shows up in brackets. So I can also use the keyboard to access that tool. So I've hit the letter P. I click once. So I've created an anchor point. And when I click a second time, I'm creating another anchor point. And you can keep going on and creating anchor points. However, I'd like to show you how to create a curve using the same strategy. So I'm just going to undo several times by hitting Command Z on a Mac or Control Z on a PC. So let's just say we wanted to create a second anchor point, except this time I wanted it to be a curve. What I'll be doing here is clicking and dragging, and that allows us to express handles which create our Bezier curve. By holding Shift, I can constrain the angle of the curve. If I were to let go of Shift, now I have a free-flowing handle. If I let go, I have dropped that anchor point. And now I'll go over here and click once again to create a third anchor point. Now, it keeps wanting to create more anchor points. If you ever want to exit this, you can hit Escape. Or you can also go over here to the Direct Select tool and exit the pen tool. Now, the pen tool can also be used for several other functions. So I've created a Bezier curve over here. If I hold Command on a Mac or Control on a Windows PC, I now see the ability to select individual anchors. And when an anchor is selected, I see the handles that are associated with that area of the curve. So I'm going to select the middle one. If I were to click here, I'm creating a new curve. That's not what we wanted. What I want to do is manipulate these handles. So if I keep Command on the Mac or Control on the Windows computer depressed or held, I can now manipulate this curve. If I pull it, it further increases that curve's curvature. The other thing I can do is manipulate individual handles on their own. In order to do that, I'll hit Alt on my keyboard and I'll get this angle showing up. I go to the handle, I click, and now I've broke free of the handles as you saw them earlier. Now I can create handles that go in several directions. And now I've created sort of the letter M. Click, so I'm holding Command. I can move it closer. I can hit Alt and get the ability to manipulate that particular handle. And that's basically all there is to playing with handles.